One of the reasons, Arash, that I wanted to have you in today was to talk about this phenomenon that is Bronny James, who was all over Sports Center and all the highlight shows this weekend. LeBron James' son is a freshman at a high school here in the LA area called Sierra Canyon. And St. Vincent St. Mary's, which was LeBron's high school in Ohio, played Sierra Canyon in a game. And Bronny, who is a freshman, comes off the bench for the team, ended up basically winning the game, had the game-winning shot for Sierra Canyon. He plays with Dwayne Wade's son on this team. And you were there at Media Day. And
which, by the way, sounds crazy that the Sierra Canyon High School had Media Day. They did have a Media Day.
We have college media days. We have pro media days. And I think even the biggest high schools, even the big powerhouse football schools around here, like the Modern Days and such, do they have media days?
No, this is something unique, although this is not their first rodeo. Last year, they won the state championship with Scottie Pippen's son and Kenyon Martin's son. So now they got Dwayne Wade's son and LeBron James's son, and they had a media day. And by the way, Dan, when you talk about their two sons, they have a combined over 3 million social media followers. So a lot of young kids want to watch them. And I've said they are the third most popular team in this town right now. You got the Lakers, you got the Clippers, and you got Sierra Canyon High School. It's true. Look at this. We got this highlight. We're talking about it right now. It's incredible.
Well, to your point, this is when I realized it was real. I have a friend who has a junior in high school in Manhattan Beach. She's a good athlete. She's a water polo player. And she has literally been begging her father to get tickets to a Sierra Canyon game so she can go see Bronny James.
You do need tickets, by the way. People think that they could just show up like it's a normal high school game. That's not the case. You have to buy a ticket, and a lot of their games are sold out. So
yeah, and some of them they're playing in actual NBA caliber arenas. And here's the other thing I learned recently, Arash. They have teachers at the school who have to enter a lottery to get tickets to go to the game. So you can work at the school.
They have a sports information director. If I need to talk to someone on the team, they actually have like a PR guy that I talk to. They went to China for 2 weeks prior to the season, like a lot of NBA teams do. They're not just staying in the state of California, as you're seeing. I think they're traveling to 12 states this year. This is a traveling show. And yes, it is still a high school, though.
Do you see, and I know you haven't been to a game yet, but you went to the media day. Do you see a lot of LeBron in his son in terms of the mannerisms and the way that he carries himself?
Well, he's not allowed to speak with the media yet, so he has not. I haven't talked to him. I mean, he looks like his father, right? And he has, when he's on the court, he has the same, like Kobe said that about his kid. It's like, I mean, like genetics are a real thing. Like I could see myself in her, and LeBron can see himself in his son. So yeah, like listen, I would love to sit down and chat with the two of them at some point. Zaire, I've talked to him. That's Dwayne Wade's son, right? And so it's a fun team to watch, and they're a fun group together. You saw the charisma of this group, and it's not just those two kids. They have a lot of really good young players on that team.
Why does a school like Sierra Canyon, the first time I heard about this school, I was in the locker room at NFL Network, and I was talking to Terrell Davis, and I believe they go from K all the way through 12. And one, if not two of his kids were going to Sierra Canyon, and he was going to a game that night. And this was 2 or 3 years ago. This was, I think this was the previous team that won the state championship that you were talking about. He said, man, they have all these great kids. They have these big-time D1 prospects. I'm going to go, watch them play. I'm Sierra Canyon. So I started following them a little bit. And then you heard before LeBron came to L.A. that Sierra Canyon was a possibility for Bronny and Dwayne Wade's son. But why does it behoove a school to have a media day and to have a basketball team? Like, does it actually generate revenue for the school?
Well, so the coach said he wants to put his players in a position where when they go to college, this is not a new concept for them. So they had a midnight madness as well. They have all that. Like what you would have at a big-time college program, they want to have in high school. And so I think if you're LeBron or you're Dwayne Wade, you want to put your kids in a program. First of all, it's a really good school. That's first of all. But it's also, this is not new to them. They know how to play in a state championship. They know how to travel. They know how to deal with media. So, again, there was a lot of choices in Los Angeles, but Sierra Canyon's been in this position before. And look at those crowds. I mean, like it's
incredible.
It is packed. There's a lot of games that people want to go to, and don't just show up. You need to get your tickets because they are sold out.
More people at a Sierra Canyon game or a Rams game?
Oh, come on. The Rams don't have that issue. It's the Chargers issue. By the way,
I'm kidding.
It's not an issue. That place was packed, but it was all purple yesterday.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live or download the Rich Eisen Show app.